welcome to Smart CRM Coaching with Mona Karda, episode 7 on Tuesday, September the 28th. Enjoy. Okay, good morning and welcome everybody. Today is Tuesday, September 28th, and today's session is on property listings. What property listings look like, how to look up property listings, basically how to even have a manual listing, an MLS listing, how to look them up, what your dashboard looks like under the listings tab, and how to customize your columns, what your core actions are, how to boost, text, and email, and using the filter. Okay, so this session is solely on my KvCore, and where it's located is in the GTA with Toronto. So my MLS picks up all of Kriya's listings. Okay, so in your local market area, it will pick up whatever your MLS areas are. Okay, the concepts are still the same. What I'm showing you is what picks up on my end. Okay, so if you go to your EXP dashboard on the left-hand side, you'll see listings. You can click on all MLS listings, my listings, company listings, or manual listings. I always like to go to all listings. Once you're on all listings, this will show up. This is the page where it will display the property listings, the images on the left-hand side, addresses, location, price, bedroom, baths, half baths, footage, agent, listing date, and the MLS ID. If you like to customize that and perhaps you do not want to see beds, baths, half baths, you can click on columns. And under columns, you can pick and choose what you want to see. So if we don't want to see half baths, I can close that. I can also close the beds, and I can close the baths and just have this much. But I do like to have baths, and I do like to have beds, and I like to have half baths. So I like to keep all that open. The only thing I don't have open is Craigslist. That is something that I'm not well versed in with our Toronto area and KvCore. It's for some reason it just doesn't mesh well, so I left that alone. But I think for those of you who are in the States, you can use that, so that's an option for you. And if you're not sure, remember there's always the blue chat box at the bottom right. You just go ahead and click it and ask them any questions that you have. They're wonderful and really helpful and will help answer your questions. If the question you answer does not pre-populate an answer that you're looking for based on the articles, just ask to speak to somebody, and then someone will address you with your question. Okay, so let's go ahead and pick a listing. We do have a listing in Milton, which is with Sanjay Gupta. So if I was to look up that listing and I don't have the address, just gonna mute somebody. Thank you. And I didn't have the address, I would do one of two things. So I know his name is Sanjay because he's in my group. So I'm going to click on filters, and I can go to agency listings. I can go to listing agent Sanjay. I can pick even, oops, there we go. I can pick location. I know the property's in Milton, so I can click on Milton if I want, or I can draw a map if I want to see in that area what EXP agents have to offer for listings. I could do that as well. I can pick or choose through the price range of what price range I'm looking at. Beds, baths, whatever the case is, square feet, acres, property type. Am I looking for a commercial property? Am I looking for a single family home? What is it? And then I can go ahead and click on apply filters. And okay, for some reason that didn't work. Hold on, let's do it again. Let's go to filters, and let me just click on agency listings and click on apply filter. So these are all the listings from EXP. Okay, some in Southgate, Markham, Toronto, Oakville, Burlington, and you can see the names on the right-hand side. Okay, so if I click here and I put in Sanjay in the search tab, I will see that Sanjay's listings showed up. So sometimes the filters, if you are too exact with what you're asking for, it may not pick it up. I'm not sure why. Well, I do know why. Once they told me that you need to clear your cookies and your previous history. So maybe that needs to be done on my end. So just, make sure you clear all that before you start with your filters and trying to figure out the searches. But this is another way by just clicking on agency listing, and then all the agency listings will populate, and you can just put Sanjay up here. If you don't know the agent's name, you could put the city. So let's say, for example, let's go back. I'm going to clear. I'm going to go to filters, and I'm going to go back to agency listings. So all EXP agents in your local market area, what is on the market. So these are all the listings that populate, and then you can go ahead and pick the city that you want. So for me, I'm in Mississauga. So I'm going to go ahead and click Mississauga. And oops, sorry, 1 second. I'm not sure why it's taking. There we go. So all the Mississauga populates. Dawn has a question about where she can find all the past videos. Yeah, I would start with episode 1. So Dawn, if you just go to monacarda.com real quick, I can show you. Sure enough, it's not going to work right now. Sorry, Dawn, if you just go to monacarda.com, if you click on the top right-hand side where it says YouTube icon, you'll see all my videos there, okay? So we're in Mississauga, and you can see the location here, price, and I can click on price, and it will either have the prices from the highest to the lowest. If I click it again, it will be vice versa. And I can see Waleed, he's in our group. Waleed has this beautiful property, and it is 161 Church Street. And we can see what it's priced at, 4 beds, 2 baths. So Waleed and co-listing agent Robert, both of them are in our group. Wonderful guys. And you can click a little overview on all the information on the property, exterior, interior, general features. And if I click on gallery, I'm able to see all the pictures of the property, and I can click on each of the pictures and it enlarges the picture. Okay. And you can see what the home looks like. Beautiful kitchen, very nice. Family room area, nice windows, very bright. Okay, so great. So this is the property. Now you have somebody who's interested in this property. There's a few things that you can do. Before I show you that, there's also the map, which I just wanted to be clear on. So you can see exactly where it's located. It's right in Streetsville, great location. And then there's similar listings. So if in case your client does not like this particular listing, but they would like something similar, instead of going through, what we would normally do here is we would go through our TREB and through our collaboration and try to find all the comparables. Here, you just click on this and it will give you similar listings, and you can just click either text message, and you can go ahead and send it to your client and say, I think you may like these listings. They're very similar to the one on Church Street. Or you can, put in any other message that you want. We do have populated text messages, emails, things like that you can also choose from. So you can pick and choose what you want, but you would need to go through this before because there's so many. You don't want to be stuck on this stage and then trying to figure out which one you want to use. I always, from the library, I have picked and chosen the ones that I want to use, and they always have my first and last name on it first, and then it has which text it is. And usually I have, for this, I would have done something like Mona Karda, like my template name would have been Mona Karda / or dash similar listings text. Okay, so that way I know that this is the one that I use for similar listings. Okay, just a little tip to share with you, and we're going to get into the marketing, smart campaigns and things like that a little later. But if you are someone who's eager and wants to know, you can just go to my YouTube channel. I did do that. I think it was like for week 10 or week 11. You'll find it in one of those through the previous videos. Okay, so that's how you look up similar listings. Maybe they're looking for nearby listings. So they want to be in that area. They're not very picky and choosy in terms of, having 4 beds, 2 baths. So they're open. So then you would just click on nearby listings. And then again, same thing, click that button and all of them will populate. The ones that you don't want to use, you can just uncheck. Okay. Because you can see there's some in here that say some silliness like $19. I'm not sure why. All the leases show up here too. So if you want to if someone's looking to just purchase and not lease, you can uncheck them, but you would have to go through them in order to do that. You can view activity, you can view timeline, you can actually take the direct link, okay? You can copy that, and let's go ahead and copy it and open it up in another browser. And perfect. So in another browser, this is what it would look like. This is what your clients would see. So they would see, because it's coming from my KvCore, they're going to see my logo on the top left. They're going to see my phone number here. And if there's somebody who is not already registered in my database, it's going to ask them to log in. If they have already logged into your database, their name will show up here. And that name will be the same name that shows up in your KvCore under Smart CRM. Okay, that's why in episode 1 or 2, I can't remember which one, I highly emphasized everybody should upload all their contacts into the system. Okay, so going here, they can see, this is how they'll see the property. They can view it by clicking the arrows, so they can see all the pictures. They can make it big by clicking on the pictures itself. And here they'll see a little breakdown of the MLS ID, Mississauga, Streetsville, the price. And here, as we know, in this listing here, it said that the listing agent is Waleed and Robert. But when they view this, what they see is your agent, which will be your picture with your name. But since this is my KvCore, it's going to show my picture with my name. And it's going to say to your client in your database that's clicking on this, that I am your agent, but I am not the agent for this property. And if you look here on the bottom left, it'll say listing provided courtesy of eXp Realty, which is Waleed and Robert. So this is how your clients view this, okay? They can save it, they can ask a question, they can request a showing, they can do property email alerts, print flyer. I'm not sure if they can actually print the flyer. I've never tested this. If anybody does, please let me know. I'm sure it works. They can share it on their own Facebook, their own Twitter, their own Pinterest, and they can also click on the virtual tour. Okay, so this is what they see, which is pretty cool. General features, they get to see the amenities, building cooling type, the interior features, exterior features, amenities. They also see properties versus single family average in that postal code. Okay, and if you click here, there's a map of Mississauga and where exactly it's located. Great location, prime location. And then here's your street Google view. Similar properties are here in the neighborhood, more listings. And then of course, your information at the bottom is here. So this is a great way for people to remain on your website. Now, if somebody is not registered on your website and they start to click a few more of these images, they will be prompted to put in their information to log on. So that was done, I believe, we did that in last week or the week before on how to customize your website. There was that option of how many views do you want your clients to click on before they're prompted to register. So this is a perfect example of that. How long do you want them to still continue to be on here until you're going to request for their information? Okay. Some people have never. They're like, you know what, this is free content, go for it. Just have fun looking at it. Some people are thinking, well, you know, I'm sharing this link with you and I really would like for you to register. So after maybe 2 or 3 views of properties, you should register on here. Okay. So that's completely up to you. Let's go back. And we're going to go back to listings. Okay. Now we're going to click on clear. Okay, so now the filters are gone, and we're going to put up, let's go in here and let's click on, oh, sorry, somebody's coming in. Okay, let's click on, well, there's so many different things that we can click on, to be honest with you. You can go ahead and, you know, play around with the filters and what type of properties that you're looking for, but just go back over here so I can show you some stuff here. We can also create a manual listing. Okay, so you can actually go in here and click on add listing, and you can put in your manual listing, the address, the city, state, everything. This is also very good for pre-construction. A lot of people have asked me this in the past. If you've got the address to your pre-construction, like at least the ballpark address, not maybe an exact address, you can go ahead and put all this information in. It won't let you go to the next tab until you filled it in. So let me just show you one that we did a while ago in one of our trainings. So it was one of Sanjay's listings. Oh, I don't think it's going to allow me to open it, will it? Maybe not. Okay. Maybe I'll do another session on actually how to do a manual listing. But your manual listing will also create for you all the same things that a normal like MLS listing will have. And that is a direct link. And that is what you're looking for. So that direct link is something that you can use in your database. You can share it on your Facebook. Actually, you can just from this alone, you can click on more actions and you can go ahead and post it to your Facebook. Okay, you can send it via text, you can send it via email, or you can email to hashtag. So if you have categorized your smart CRM and you have them as hashtag pre-construction, so that means those are all your clients in your database that are looking for just pre-construction homes, you can go ahead and email all of them your pre-construction manual listing. Or if this is like, for example, this is a townhome with a finished basement. So you can always send it to, maybe you have a hashtag that's got, you know, townhome with finished basement, and then you would email it to them. Okay. So these are just some really great features that it's important for you to know when you do manual listings that, you know, you can actually promote it and get leads off it. So if we go back here, and I'll do a proper manual listing that I have an actual address for, so I can show you what the next steps are. But it's pretty straightforward. You literally click on add listing, put in the locations, then it's going to ask for property details. It's going to ask for your photos to upload, and then any listing information that you want to put up, and then you click next, and then it ends up going live. You don't have to make it live on your website. You can just make it live in the KvCore and share that live listing with all your agents, buyers, sellers, vendors, whomever you want to share it with in your database. So let's go back to MLS listings. And let's say I am looking for a property in Oakville, and I'm not looking for a property that is from EXP agents. Let's just say it's from just general. Anybody who's got any listings in Oakville. So these people are not with EXP, or they might be, it depends. So if I click on one, let's go ahead and click on Frank Leo. Okay, 1 second, just let somebody in. So if I click on Frank Leo, he's got this single family home at 1371 Clearwater Crescent. So Frank Leo and Nadine Brady. So I can see, you know, a little bit information about the property, the amenities, again, all the same information we just shared. Gallery, can see the home, very nice home. Okay, nicely done. large windows from ceiling to floor, beautiful. Okay, nice backyard. Okay, perfect. So in this case here, let's go ahead and click on copy link so I can show you what it looks like when the person is not from EXP. Okay, so click here. And here we go. So it shows up the property. This is what your clients would see if you shared this link with them. And you are allowed to share a link with anybody in your database. It's the same thing as sharing an MLS listing through realtor.com, realtor.ca. It's the same thing. You can share it with them. In terms of promoting it, that's something different. And promoting, I mean by putting it onto your social media or having a paid ad for it. That is where you need to get permission from the agent. Okay. So if we click here, you can see your agent. So obviously my KvCore, so my picture and my phone number, my name. But here where it says listing provided courtesy of, it will say Remax West Realty. Okay, so that's where we know that, Mona Karda from eXp Realty is not really the listing agent. Its listing is provided through Remax West Realty. Okay, so do people normally see that when they're looking at this? I don't know. I mean, I've had listings like this sent to me before I joined EXP, and I never really ever looked at that. I always looked at the, the picture, and I looked at the name, and I looked at where it says your agent. So I'm just saying these are great tools. They're free. You don't have to pay for this. Use it, market your database. Send them listings. You should be sending your database listings like at least once a week, like, hot listing of the week. If you're working with certain clients who are looking in the Oakville area, they should be receiving a lot more. They should be actually set up on a search alert. But these kind of things are great to, just kind of promote. So let's say Frank Leo says, no, you are not allowed to promote this property. And the best thing to do is actually check, like look it up through the TREB, or, better yet, just pick up the phone and just call, and just ask them. And I would always get it in writing as well. And, you never know, because you're also building a connection with an agent, right? And we're in the business at EXP of building connections with agents. So, you want to, have that relationship with Frank or maybe Nadine, whomever, and just ask them, hey, what do you think if I could promote your property? I would love to promote it on my Facebook. And if they say yes, then you can go ahead and click here where it says post to Facebook. And as it opens up my Facebook, just give it a minute. There we go. So it pulls up the ad in Facebook. Remember, you're going to say share to newsfeed or story. Nope, we're going to click down and we're going to go share on a page that you manage. Okay. Whenever you're promoting anything through KvCore, it should always go through your business page. Okay. If you put it on your personal, they will flag you. I did that in the beginning. I didn't know that. So you want to go ahead and put it on your business page, and then you're going to put some information on the property, and then you're going to click on the blue bar at the bottom that says post to Facebook. But I am not going to post this because I do not have permission. So I'm going to leave here and I'm going to go back to my listings. So that's how you would find a listing that is through, the city that you're searching for. Okay, so another thing I wanted to also show was under the listings tab, you can actually pull up different areas. So not only within your local market area, but if you are a part of different boards, that's fantastic. But if you're someone who cannot be a part of so many different boards, but you do want to access some of the listings, let's say, so for example, I'm in Toronto, Mississauga, and I want to look up some listings in Ottawa. So I can click Ottawa here and all the Ottawa listings will show up. Okay. And I can go scroll down and just kind of see what's happening in Ottawa. And as you can see, there's about 2,079 records of it. So there's tons and tons of pages. You can also categorize it by, the beds, baths, whatever you want, or by price. So if you click like that, you can see from most expensive and go down. If I want to look for properties, maybe not on the East End, but maybe on the West End, and I'm looking for something in Hamilton, and I'm not a part of that board, it's going to show up all the Hamilton listings. Okay, so this is another great feature about using the KvCore under listings tab, because you can really have a wide range of properties that you can share with your database. You have the listing, you can go ahead and click on it, the address, and you can, and click on enter. There we go. So it pulls up the listing. Okay, so right from here, I can just click here and I can immediately just email this. Okay, I can email this to my client. So let's say Sanjay, he's in here. So if I click Sanjay, there he is, Sanjay Gupta, his name populates here. Template, I can pick a template here, or I can write something that I want to write. I can have my subject line here, what I want it to say, beautiful property, take a look, whatever the case, and hit send. So you don't necessarily have to go to click on the property and then go to send via email. You can actually just do it from this one page. You can also send it via text. You can click on boost. If you click on boost, you can have KvCore or Core Property Boost take care of it for you. So your ad preview will look like this. On the right-hand side, just listed 4-bedroom, 3 baths in Milton. Click here for price and more pics. On the left-hand side, you'll see the property address. Default website, you want it to be your own website that it clicks on. Excuse me. And if you click on choosing a pricing plan, they'll give you the best option. However, it's different for everybody. So like in our market right now, properties are not even lasting longer than a week. So I would probably say either 1 week for $60 or 3 days for $45. How many leads do you normally get from this? It really depends. Even if you get, I'm going to say like bare minimum, let's say you get like 3-4 leads. 3-4 leads are not bad, because you never know where it's going to take you. Maybe they're not interested in purchasing right away, but maybe they'll be interested in purchasing 3 to 6 months or 6 to 9 months, depending on what it is. So, so $60, that's kind of what it can get you. If you want to get more information on how many leads you can get, just connect with the blue chat box and have someone kind of walk you through this before you start paying for anything. And then you just put your credit card information at the bottom and then you click checkout. Okay, so this is a great way of boosting a property through the listing section. You can also do it for open house. We didn't have open house before because of COVID, but now everyone has a lot of open houses. So, you can click on this and just promote that you're having an open house. This is the address, what date the open house is going to be. And then we also have something called price reduced. So if a price gets reduced, you can use this icon up here. But, with price reduced, I noticed that there isn't very much of that right now. But if you do have something like that, or you have another, like you've been, kind of keeping an eye on another property that does, price reduce is a great one. People always click on it because they're like that. You never ever hear about a price being reduced. So people click on it all the time. So it's depending on what your main goal is. Do you want people to click on it and register, or you just want people to click on it? So at the end of the day, you want people to click on it and then register. So, if you're looking for just leads, these are like good ways of like thinking about how you want to do that. And sold is really good too, because people may want to know in their area what sold. So, for this particular house, if it's sold, you know, and it's in Milton and it's 4-bedroom, 3 baths, and someone else is in Milton and they see that, you know, they'll be interested in wanting to know, hey, like, who's that agent who sold that property? You know, let's find out more. But, or more importantly, who is that agent that lists, who has this ad open? Let me click on it, and perhaps they can fill me in on some more information on how much that property sold for and things like that. Okay, so this is what the property boost is all about under the listing section. So I'm just going to go back, and more actions here: email to hashtag and text to hashtag and core present. If I click on this, please enter the address that you would like to price. Once you've entered, we'll put in. So this one, oh yes, this is with the CMA. So this is something new. We're going to do a whole episode on this. So I am not going to touch base on this right now. This is a good one. Okay, so going back here. So this is all about just MLS listings. So if we click on Sanjay's listing here, we can see that it is a beautiful single family home, 4 beds, 3 baths. Gallery, the pictures of his property are here, the front of the house. Sanjay's a very busy guy. He can never attend the trainings, but he does watch the videos, and he's always kind enough to say the day before, Mona, please promote my listing. And I say, sure, absolutely. It's a very nice home. Nicely done. Beautiful. Very nice. Okay, so anybody who's looking in Milton, it's a great property. If anybody is an agent in Milton and would like to promote this property, Sanjay has given you the 2 thumbs up. So go for it. Go ahead and promote. Okay. I'm just going to show you quickly a couple of more pictures. This is the bathroom. Okay, nice soap tub. Okay, beautiful. And the backyard, very nice. Okay. Looks like a little extension. Okay, good. So very nice. Map it out. It's 396 Dymott Avenue, located right in Milton, right here, close to the Oakville Executive Golf Course. So very nice street view. And similar listings in the area. Let's see what they're going for. If this is going for 1.1. So we've got some over here that's going for 1.145. There's Sanjay's listing. And then you can see there's another one here that's 1.3. So if your client is wanting to see, you know, single family homes in the Milton area, you can go ahead and click right here and start showing them some listings. And you can just, you know, click on this right here, the ones that are in that range. These two are the same. And you can go ahead and click text message. So, excuse me, all those 4 that you just clicked on, all 4 will be in this property link, and you can go ahead and send it to them and say, you know, here are some listings that I found for you in the Milton area that are 4 beds, 3 baths. Let me know if you want to see them, you know, and then you can find out. Sanjay's holding, or he did hold, I should say, open house from 2 to 4 this past weekend. So again, you can just grab the link from here, guys, or you can click over here where it says more actions. You can do any of the following: send via text, add to save, email to hashtag. You can even generate QR codes. So if I'm Sanjay and I have an open house, I would have printed this QR code and I would have put it up there, because everybody who comes by may not always pick up a brochure or flyer. They might just scan that and have that open up as a browser on their phone, and that will remind them to look at it again a little bit later. Okay. Property boost and post to Facebook. So we are going to go ahead and post this one to Facebook, everybody. So I'm going to click on overview. I'm going to copy this and I'm going to change it around in just a second as I wait for my Facebook to open up. And then I'm going to open it up to some questions. So just give me 1 second. Here we go. So click, so I'm going to go paste here. Okay, so I am going to just kind of go location and extras, and then I'm going to just erase all that. Okay, not going to make it too much because you actually want them to click on it. In fact, I'm going to go from probably separate family room and can be an office. Okay, so I'm going to just go this home offers and just take this all out from here. And then I'm going to go ahead and click Mona Karda, or sorry, put my hashtags, Realtor, and homes in Milton, or detached homes in Milton. And I'm going to put in homes for sale. And I'm going to put property of the week. Okay. And before I put all that, make a smart move, I'm going to click here, property of the week. Okay. So maybe someone might be excited. You can make it sound a little bit better. I'm just doing it really quick, but hey folks, so how's it going? Hope everyone's well. Just wanted to share the property of the week, right? So when I click here, I'm going to scroll down to where it says share on a page you manage. And there you go. So now my business page shows up, and I know it is because it says posting as Mona Karda Realtor. So that's my business page. And I'm going to go ahead and post that by clicking that. And it should show up on my business page. There you go. Just like that. Okay, guys. So let me open it up to some questions. Something that I can help you guys with, but the listings part of this episode is really mainly just for you to look up your listings. You can look up your listings through the filters here on the left, my listings. So you can also do my listings. I don't currently have any listings right now, but you can do agency listings. Your agent, you can put in a listing agent. Maybe, if you want to see all of Sanjay's listings, you can click that. Maybe you want to see all of Waleed's listings, you can pull it up that way. And then just click apply, and then all the listings will show up for you. Okay, guys, so let's stop and open it up to some questions.